In a world of ancient kingdoms, where dreams held the secrets to destiny, one young man's life was about to be turned upside down. This is the story of Joseph, a favored son, whose extraordinary gift would lead him on a journey from the depths of despair to the heights of unimaginable power. He was the beloved son of Jacob, given a coat of many colors, a symbol of his father's affection. But this love stirred a bitter jealousy in the hearts of his own brothers. They saw his dreams, visions of sheaves and stars bowing down to him not as prophecy, but as arrogance. And in the shadows of their envy, a dark plot was hatched, betrayed by his own flesh and blood. Joseph was stripped of his coat, torn from his family, and sold into slavery. His world collapsed, his cries for help lost in the desert wind. His brothers returned home with a lie, presenting the tattered, blood-soaked coat to their father. Leaving Jacob to grieve for a son he believed was dead, taken to the foreign land of Egypt. Joseph's journey was just beginning. He became a slave in the house of Potiphar, a high-ranking official. Despite his circumstances, his integrity and wisdom shone through, and soon he was entrusted with managing the entire household. For a moment, it seemed like his fortune was turning. But a false accusation, born from a woman's scorn, sent him plummeting once more. He was thrown into the darkness of the royal prison, a place where hope goes to die. Forgotten, chained, and surrounded by criminals, Joseph's spirit could have been broken, but even in the gloom, his gift remained. He interpreted the dreams of his fellow prisoners, the cupbearer and the baker, with stunning accuracy, foretelling one's restoration and the other's demise. Yet, when the cupbearer was freed, the promise to remember Joseph was forgotten. 2 more years passed in the lonely silence of his cell. Then, the most powerful man in the world, Pharaoh himself, was tormented by dreams no one could understand. 7 fat cows devoured by 7 lean ones, 7 full heads of grain swallowed by 7 thin ones. His magicians and wise men were powerless. It was then that the cupbearer finally remembered the young Hebrew in the dungeon. Summoned from prison, cleaned and clothed, Joseph stood before the mighty Pharaoh. He didn't claim the power for himself, but attributed it to God. He listened, and the meaning became clear. 7 years of incredible abundance would be followed by 7 years of devastating famine that would ravage the land. But Joseph didn't just offer an interpretation. He offered a solution, a brilliant plan to save Egypt and the world. Store up the grain during the years of plenty to survive the years of famine. Pharaoh, astonished by his wisdom, saw that the Spirit of God was with him. In a single, breathtaking moment, the prisoner became the prince. Pharaoh declared, "You shall be in charge of my palace, and all my people are to submit to your orders. Only with respect to the throne will I be greater than you." Joseph, the forgotten slave, was now the second most powerful man in Egypt, robed in fine linen, a gold chain around his neck. Riding in a chariot of honor, he masterfully managed the nation's resources. And when the famine struck as he had foreseen, Egypt had more than enough. The famine was severe everywhere, and people from all surrounding lands came to Egypt to buy grain. And one day, among those who came seeking food, were 10 familiar faces, his brothers. They bowed before him, the powerful Egyptian governor, with no idea they were bowing to the very brother they had sold into slavery years ago. His dreams, the ones that had cost him everything, were coming true right before his eyes. He held their lives in his hands. Would he choose revenge for the years of pain and betrayal? Or would he choose a different path, one of forgiveness, reconciliation, and a divine plan far greater than any of them could have ever imagined? This is a timeless story of betrayal and forgiveness, of shattered dreams and divine destiny. From the pit to the palace, it's a testament that what others intend for evil, God can use for good. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories that have shaped history. We'll see you next time.